We are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to the conversation. This is Midlife Crisis Activities. This is our lifestyles and pop culture webcast, our daily shout out to the world. I'm your host, Patrick Russell. And over there is my very vivacious producer, Veronica. Together we're here to lend our voices to the noise from a multi-generational perspective to help explain everything that's right and wrong in this world. Happy Taco Tuesday to you, Veronica. Well, we're in the midst of the holiday movie season, and so there's a lot of great action movies, big blockbusters coming out that I'm really looking forward to seeing. SpiderMan, we haven't gotten a chance to see that one yet, but we've heard great things. Can't wait to see that one. And of course, we've got American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story. To me, I think that's going to bring me to tears, so I'm really looking forward to that coming out on Christmas Day. Now, more than ever now, ever since Black Widow, if you recall, or I should say even since COVID-19 and the pandemic has kind of forced the studio's hands, we're seeing now more of the major blockbusters coming out at the same time, simultaneously as when they're being released in the movie houses. And so you now more than ever have to decide, is it worth going to the Cineplex and taking out what is the equivalent of a small PPP loan in order to afford a family of 4 or 6 going to a nice movie house, getting the concessions, and enjoying a good, sometimes now, 2.5 hour, 3 hour movie. So we came across this decision again recently, Dune, right? You know, I've always been a hardcore Cineplex man, and anything that has spaceships or swords in it, I typically would want to see it in the biggest screen possible. And so we accomplished that with Dune, right? We took the girls to go see that. Now, we came across another challenge that I guess in my older years, you'll have to let me know if you were having the same trouble. I was having trouble hearing the dialogue of the characters half of the movie. I was thinking to myself, can I run to the manager and hope they have closed caption? Can you turn on the subtitles like I do at home? Because it really came down to having to watch it again. Sorry, had to watch the whole thing over again. Anyway, at home with the subtitles on, the closed caption, so I could actually
understand
the movie and now feel better for Dune 2, right? So now Spider-Man, soon enough, will have the ability to be streamed on the small box as opposed to having to go to the Cineplex. Veronica, from a younger generation's perspective, what do you feel like doing? Do you feel like braving the Omicron COVID-19 virus and pushing through and watching movies in the big movie house? Or are you fine staying home and Netflixing and chilling like we always do?
Yeah, so, I prefer just to stay home. I think just thinking about it, like going to the movies and then maybe not getting the right seats. I like the ones that you can
watching me fall asleep.
Yeah. So I prefer just to stay home. We have a pretty nice TV. So
we do. Got a decent setup, right? Yeah.
So definitely not looking forward in any way to go to the movies.
So I've been really supportive of still going to the movies when there's special effects, when there's massive CGI that you need to only appreciate it maybe in an IMAX screening. I'm still a pretty die-hard cinephile when it comes to those types of situations. The next one being in my heart, Avatar 2. I don't think that there's any chance that I could ever not watch that movie on a big screen so that I could appreciate it the way the great master James Cameron appreciated it. Plus, at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing my number one director, my number one movie maker, James Cameron, make it to the number one box office of all time receipts on Box Office Mojo, right? He has been knocked off several times. First, he was number one with Titanic, got knocked off, I believe, by Star Wars. Then he got back up there with Avatar, I believe got knocked off by Star Wars again. And then the Avengers. Oh, yeah, then there was the Avengers and those Marvel movies that start taking the top spots. But I believe that Avatar 2 will once again regain and claim the top spot from my man James Cameron as the number one box office receipt movies when the time comes, and I'm going to help in that endeavor and probably watch it a few times on the small screen too. I'm not going to lie. Final note.
I don't know, just something that came to my mind. Actually, Patrick introduced me to all the movies that he can think of.
The American classics? Yeah. Oh, yes. We've been going through a true education of fine America cinema.
Yeah.
Like Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? True or false? Be careful.
True.
Yes, it is true. That is the best Christmas movie of all time. Great. My final note. Still, best time to go to the movie Cineplex Sunday matinees. Boy, you're talking about an early rise, a decent breakfast. You've got the energy to get through that 2.5, 3-hour movie. And when you walk out of the movie house, there's still daylight. Can't beat that, guys. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. But please, lend your voice to the show. Don't just subscribe to this channel, even though we will be doing this back and forth on a daily basis. But lend your voice to the noise. It'll make it a whole lot more fun. Guys, it doesn't matter what comes your way today. It doesn't matter what obstacles or challenges that you may face. You just need to remember one thing. Give them hell. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody.